Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life. Got a fun video for y'all
I know,
today.
as well as a great life.
Real
So we're going to go
video.
through the top 10 best piano/keyboard moments that we've heard on the channel. Super excited about it because there's just been so many. We're talking about like all the little aspects of things we've heard and just kind of wanted to like go through, like trip down memory lane. What's cool, what's not. Go through the best ones.
There are several quintessential keyboard piano moments we've heard on this channel, and like, making this list was actually very hard.
Yeah, we sat for quite a while.
Had over 20 things that we could have put on this list and had to just narrow it down, and then the ordering. It was a whole thing. I think you guys are going to love it.
Yeah, I think so too. Before we get into it, I do want to mention today's video sponsor, Flowkey. Again, they're an awesome app that teaches you piano/keyboard, helps you learn some of the songs on this list if you want to.
And Flowkey can work for whatever device you have. That could be iOS, Android, or just web application on your computer. Alex recently learned yesterday by the Beatles you could do the same thing. It's very easy with their multiple difficulty levels and especially their wait mode.
Yeah, their wait mode allows you to play the song, and if you stop playing, then it stops playing too, so you can really learn at your pace. It's never too late to learn an instrument, so if you don't know piano and you want to, or if you're just trying to get better at your instrument already, there's a link right in the description. Go click it. There's going to be a week free trial for you guys there. With that being said, let's get into this list.
And like we said, this was a hard list to put together with so many just varying keyboard and piano tones, but one of the first ones that came to mind when we started thinking about this list was Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, so specifically, we're going to play the section here. We were talking about it because there's some other songs that are higher up on the list that do more intricate piano things. Like, this isn't technically, like, the hardest thing by a pretty wide margin.
He's got one hand doing it.
One hand. He is Geddy Lee, though, so that does change things a little bit.
That's true. That's true.
That being said, the fact that he like is able to create such a cool atmosphere and really make literally the most iconic moment, I think, in their whole discography. Like a good like 5 seconds.
I don't know about that, but it's definitely doing the thing.
What more 5-second snippet makes you feel more rush?
I mean, more defining in their discography. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of stuff in 2112 and Limelight. Like,
not better,
on,
not better. But I'm thinking cultural relevance.
It's definitely very recognizable.
You know,
very recognizable.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
So I just think it's really incredible what they did. And as far as like putting it into a rock band sense, that was one of my first introductions to like synth and keyboard being that upfront and that much of a high point.
And that cool.
Yeah.
So that's a strong number 10 on the list.
At number 9, the piano man himself, Billy Joel's Vienna. We talked a lot about this because even just like songs like Moving Out or having a song like literally Piano Man, like Piano Man is like a piano song.
Billy Joel obviously had a crap ton of contenders that we could have put on this list for him.
Yeah, it just felt like this one was a little more heartfelt and a little more unique.
This felt personal.
Yeah. And so it might not be the most iconic from his whole discography, but as far as stuff that like sucked us in and made us come back, I definitely listened to Vienna in the past 6 months more than I've listened to Piano Man or probably any of his other songs.
Same. He's like speaking right to the soul, man.
Yeah, and even from the very beginning.
It's like nice and proper.
Even from the very beginning, it's
immaculate.
Just so good.
Immaculate. He's not even getting started yet.
I know.
That's
like,
the teaser.
He's like, this is the taste.
That's the tip.
It literally feels like... and demonetized. It literally feels like you're at like, I know he's got a song called Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, but this literally feels like a scene from an Italian restaurant.
Absolutely.
So just really cool.
All right, and number 8 on this list is a freaking strong pick.
Yeah.
This is from your boy's Deep Purple, John Lord himself. We had several songs that we wanted to do from Deep Purple that could have worked, but we think this one kind of shows it best. This is Highway Star.
Dude, so many moments in just this song alone. Like, you have that sort of arpeggiated line that is awesome where he's doing it back, like the solo with the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing you said, and it actually made... I'd never heard it in the song previously.
Yep.
But Andy goes, there's a section right after that where the keyboard legitimately sounds like an engine revving.
Yep, it's like right at the end of the solo, back into the song.
And I was like, man, I've never even considered that. And I've heard the song, but just even cooler on a second listening.
Yep, check it out. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, right after this ripping, shredding solo on the keys.
So overdriven. Just
I don't know if there's any other better like guitar keyboard soloist than John Lord, as in rock and roll specifically. Like,
it's just nasty.
Next level.
And honestly, we could have easily done the song Lazy, which probably has, maybe like more impressive, more cooler stuff for Deep Purple, but that's just like a simple thing that he made badass like to the highest degree.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially again coming off like you're fighting with Richie Blackmore. Like, that's tough. Holding your own, if not competing in a high degree, better sometimes.
And being the reason the song is fat in that moment is huge.
Really, really cool. So just awesome. Number 8, Highway Star. Number 7, from Supertramp. We actually did this whole album, Crime of the Century, on Patreon. So we got the whole context of it. Bloody Well Right. So good.
Bloody Well Right.
Play that intro.
Come on.
It's hard to pause it, dude.
Come on. It
literally
really
hard
is.
to pause.
It really is. I didn't know when to do it. It was hard.
It's just so good. Like, so playful, but so energetic.
Yep.
And as far as like a cool, iconic moment in their discography, what better way to do that?
Master tier in every sense of the way. Brilliant little piano noodling, playing, like so fun, so light, just amazing.
Yeah, I remember when we were listening to the album and I just felt totally encapsulated by it. Like, it brought me in, it kept me there. Like, I was like, nothing else matters but this song right now. And it was just, it sucked the whole room in.
Yep.
So, really strong, really strong. At number 6, how could we forget The Who with this iconic track, Love Reign O'er Me. Make sure you say over, not over, you know?
Yep.
That apostrophe is important.
Got to be accurate.
Yeah. So, this is one that I think does such a good job at creating atmosphere with not only the rain, and it's at the end of the album. It's just all of these things are all coming together. But just the sheer emotional complexity that it has, daunting. Literally daunting.
They simulate what is a thunderstorm, and then there's like light rain. It's just amazing.
And the keyboard itself is almost, or the piano is acting like the thunderstorm.
Exactly.
It's got these like raindrops, then like the bass is happening. It's just, everything is fitting so perfectly, sets the mood. This is so S tier, it's not even funny.
Yep, here's a snip. Hard to pause it. It's hard.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard.
I know.
Gosh.
We'll get through it, Andy, I promise.
I don't know. Speak for yourself, bro.
Yeah, I think we can.
Great song, guys. It's just a phenomenal song. That's just part of the intro. If you haven't heard it recently, go listen to it. It's such a great song.
Every time I go back
perfectly.
to it, yeah, I'm just like, man, it's so masterfully created.
Yep.
And the piano is literally integral to the entire thing.
All right, guys, and for number 5 on our list, you know we had to bring the Doors in just a little bit here. Pretty high on the list, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be Riders on the Storm. Just the general groove, the piano riff in this song is immaculate. Has one of my favorite kind of keyboard solos of all time, like pretty much smack in the middle of the song. And at the end, you have such a tasteful exchange, back and forth between the piano and the guitar. So just a beautiful song all around the board.
Plus, the thing that I love is not only does it do the cool solo things, but it has a legit riff that is catchy, and that's the reason I memorized the song is from that riff.
Yep.
So just iconic. Let's play it here.
Killer on the road.
It's just so freaking pretty, man.
It's so good.
And right at the end of the album, too.
It's just so
Like,
good.
goodness gracious.
Like I said, it's just atmospheric. Just, again, it's another one. Funny to have it right after Love Run Over Me. I didn't even think about that. But both of them act like they're the storm and the raindrops. It's just so cool.
Yes. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Great keyboardist with the Doors. And number 4 on this list is a quintessential song for any generation. One that is just... The intro is just immediately recognizable to pretty much everybody. It's going to be Tiny Dancer from Elton John.
It's the bee's knees. It's the tits.
It literally is the tits. It's every... Did you say it's the bee's knees again?
No, I got you with that one. I knew you would. I knew you would laugh. Just, this is another one where it's just so iconic from the moment it starts. The melody is just done so well, and it kind of brings it into a league of its own. 2 bars in and you're already being like, Blue Jean, baby.
You're just hooked.
Yeah.
You're just hooked.
You're done.
This is what gets the bar. Everyone's singing.
Yeah.
Everyone's singing.
Yeah. Okay, at number 3, we're in the top 3 at this point. One of my favorite moments, I think, in rock and roll, period.
Yep.
And specifically for this group, the Eagles.
Yep.
I think it might be my favorite moment with them. Desparado. Dude, what can you say?
The thing about this that brings it up to number 3 past some of these other picks is how they say so much with so little.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's not doing anything crazy fancy. He's just doing some chords. Andy, you know how to play it on the piano. You played it in like one of the videos previously.
Yep.
And it's just so good. It's so good.
The emotion just comes straight through.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the tone of the piano or just the way how well it matches with the voice, but it's not stepping on anything.
Bro, it's the heart connecting with the hands. That's all it is, bro.
Yeah.
That's all
I mean,
it
that's
is.
usually how your heart works. But for sure, I agree, you know?
The blood is pumping there.
Yeah. But
yeah,
it's just,
man.
it's just a great version of
Come
like,
on.
again, you said it perfectly, saying more with less. Tiny Dancer, Riders on the Storm, Lover, all the ones in the previous picks, Bloody Roll, they're just playing crazy songs.
Yep.
But this one is just like, you could sit down at a piano and feel just how powerful it is, pretty much if you're even just starting piano. And the arpeggiation. So yeah, number 3, Desparado.
Number 2 on this list is going to be filled with one of the best rock and roll showmen literally of all time. Literally of all time. It's going to be Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. You might know the part specifically from Live Aid when he starts playing, and everyone knows what song it is.
Okay, he's going hand over hand?
Yep.
Like that?
Guys, it speaks for itself.
It really
it's
does.
It's so timeless.
And it's just, again, another one of saying more with way less.
Absolutely.
So low-key, just trying to like tastefully drop some high notes in.
Yep.
And his showmanship in specifically, again, that Live Aid version was perfect. Perfect. He draws the whole crowd in, this packed stadium, and he's this tiny moment of one guy playing a few keys, and it's just so powerful.
It just doesn't get more genuine than that, and that's why it had to be number 2 on the list.
Yeah. At number 1, maybe you guessed it, and if you didn't, well, I'm sorry for being wrong. Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Dude, this song.
It's so much. And like literally when I heard it, I was convinced. We had an argument about whether it was a bass, like a slap bass line, or whether it was keyboard, and he was right. It was freaking Stevie Wonder making it happen.
And he's playing like 4 different keyboard lines all over top of each other. It never gets too... Hit it real fast. I want to hear it. How does it... It doesn't get better. It's number 1. That's why it doesn't get better.
It is number 1.
It's just
it's not moving.
Everything is just staggered into perfect way where nothing's stepping on each other. Like, and every bit of it is just so charismatic.
If anything, no. Parts of it is stepping on the heel of other parts, but just in the best freaking way.
Yeah, it's stepping on toes the same way that you see, like, in like weddings where there's like a little, like an 8-year-old and he's dancing with the grandpa and he's put their shoes on the grandpa's shoes so they can dance together. That's the feeling of that song.
It's just so timeless, so quintessential, and just everything you'd want from this. Gosh.
Plus, no wonder, masterclass piano player, one of the greatest piano players
and songwriters, too.
In like music history.
And also just like musicianist in general, because like from what we heard, he like typically plays like almost every instrument on all his tracks for the most part.
I know he played the drums specifically. Did he do the horns on this one?
I don't know.
Either way, I know he played the drums for sure, and I know he played the piano, and both of those are just crazy. Plus the tone, like the clavinet, I think it's called, just like a perfect tone that if I ever would have tried to play that, I would never think, oh, this would work.
Yep.
But somehow he's like, ooh, best rhythm element, like bump, 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 bump.
Yep. He's just elite in every sense of the word. Definitely deserving of the number 1 spot on this list.
Yeah. So that's our list. I'm sure there's a ton of them that we forgot. And if that's the case, let us know what your list of like the top 10 moments we've done on the channel is.
Yeah. And this is also like you just said, like songs that we've heard on the channel. What are songs that we haven't heard on the channel, like, or just like that aren't considered and that you think would have made this list, like if we had heard them before making this list?
Yeah. Let us know. And with that being said, we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.